beat the Celtics in a 5-game gentleman's sweep. See, these two high-powered offenses average the most combined points per game of any two teams in a playoff series in 50 years. But look at Harden grabbing the hamstring first minute of the game. That was an issue earlier this season for Harden. Goes to the locker room, does not return, played just 43 seconds, left the arena to get an MRI before the game ended. Bucks dominated the paint early. P.J. Tucker got the start up top for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bucks go up 5. Time winding down in the first quarter, game tied at 30. Antetokounmpo sees a lane and takes it. 22 points in the paint in the first quarter for Milwaukee, tied for the most by any team in the first quarter this postseason. Their size, their biggest advantage over Brooklyn. Bucks three-point shooting, that was a disadvantage. 6 for 30 from beyond the arc on the game. Neil, is that bad?
Not good.
No, it's 20%. 6 made three-pointers is their second lowest in any game this season. Second quarter. Here come the Nets. Kyrie Irving. Nets go up 2. They started the quarter on an 8-0 run. 5 minutes to play in the half. Nets up 3. Durant spinning and winning on Tucker. Durant 12 points in the half. 2 minutes to go now. Nets up 6. Joe Harris to Irving. Irving, game high 20 in the first half. Harris threw in 19 for the game. 5 triples, Nets by 2 at the break. Third quarter, Nets by 3. Durant going pick and roll with Blake Griffin, who has emerged as a force in this series. 18 points, 14 rebounds, picked up the scoring slack with Harden out. But here comes Antetokounmpo going right at Griffin. He had 34 points and 11 boards, 3-point game. 2:10 to go in the third. 6-point game now. Landry Shamet to Irving. He was just 3 for 11 from 3, but it felt like better than that. The Nets 15 of 40 from 3 as a team. Antetokounmpo turns it over. Irving to Shamet for the dunk, and the Nets push the lead to 11. Final seconds of the third. Durant working on Antetokounmpo. Durant for 3. 13 points in the third quarter. Nets up by 14 after 3 to the fourth. Nets up 10. It's winning time. Durant shot 12 for 25. Ensuing Bucks possession. Irving comes up with a loose ball. The flip to Durant trailing. Big finish. 8 assists, 25 points for Irving. Durant 29 points and 10 rebounds. It's Brooklyn in the house.
Without a doubt.
Nets take game 1.
It sucks. It sucks out because I want him to be out there. I know how much he cares. I know how much he wants to be in this moment. It sucks. But I think the coaching staff did a great job of moving forward, and guys came in and just tried to play extremely hard. We didn't care about anything else but playing and executing the game plan and just, leaving it all out there.
I hope we're going to shoot the ball better. You never know what's going to happen, but I hope that going to game 2, we're going to shoot the ball better as a team. Hopefully we can make more threes, play better defense, and give ourselves a chance to win the game.
So Harden goes down early, but they had his back. Blake Griffin, Joe Harris, Mike James all stepped up big for the Nets. The team's non-Big 3 players scored 61 points, 23 more than they averaged in the first round against the Celtics. They also made 6 more threes than they averaged against.
In the regular season, he's got to do that in the playoffs, but here's what he has to do. He's the only person, first of all, nobody, in my opinion, really has a chance to do it. But if anybody has a chance to defend respectably against Kevin Durant, it's the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo. The length, the athleticism, he's got to show up, and he's going to have to be a formidable opposition to KD. Because let me tell you something, Kyrie and James Harden are going to do their thing, but I think collectively Milwaukee's defense could hang tough. I think KD is going to be the difference maker. You cannot let him destroy you at his will. Somebody's going to have to try to put him in check in order to knock off the Brooklyn Nets. That's what it's going to come down to.
The difference maker is going to be James Harden because he can run D'Antoni's system now with D'Antoni on the bench there under Steve Nash, except instead of second-rate weapons, he has KD and Kyrie. And by the way, guys like Joe Harris, his fourth option. This is what the Bucks can do, Stephen A. They can be very, very aggressive offensively early in the series. And the reason I say that is because early on, before I really believed in the Nets, their defense was the worst of all time. They're the best offense of all time, literally, per 100 possessions, and the worst defense of all time. And within 2 or 3 weeks, they had a respectable enough defense, sort of mid-pack defense. Well, everyone got healthy again, and they gotta and now they gotta get it together defensively. The offense is fine. I mean, it could be better, but it'll get better. The question is, has there been enough time for that defense to start getting connected? If the answer is no, the Bucks have to be extremely aggressive offensively early in the series especially, and maybe they can jump up 2-1 and have a chance to win it. Because if they're not, the Nets will roll them.
All right, we'll keep going, guys. Earlier this week, we saw Trae Young take a bow, Stephen A remembers, on one of basketball's biggest stages after knocking out the Knicks in the Garden. And Ben Simmons triple-double.
James Harden in his second game as a member of the Nets. Team gets it to Durant, and he puts it down. Harden showing the complete bag of tricks and finds Giannis. Lopez for three. Finds Durant for three. Yes. So the Nets lead 125-123. Middleton's three-point territory. Fires in and out, and the Nets hold on for the victory in a dramatic finish at Barclays.
We were young in Oklahoma City. You know, we're grown men now. You know, we know what we want. We really know the game of basketball now. You know, we're not those young guys that just run around and want to just shoot and dunk all day. We know the games. We know spots. We know, teams plays. We're more advanced.
We pretty much seen every defense, every offensive scheme. We done been in every type of game, playoffs, game sevens, so we done been through a lot in this league, experienced a lot. And for us to bring it together now and combine what we've learned over this time and try to play great basketball, I think it was pretty seamless.